impromptu live. I have not been live since I left the Willow Grove, Pennsylvania storefront where we were operating there. We opened our doors in August and then we were given a 30-day notice January 20th, and we had to move out by February 20th. Since that time, I wanted to give you an update. I have been periodically posting, trying to get my footing, and I just wanted to come live and just give you an update on what's been going on. Yes, I'm in my storage unit, one of the many that we currently have because we did not secure another location fast enough to move right on in. Plus, life happens. Life happens from the standpoint of needing to visit Florida because my mother has dementia. And also, I am becoming a two-time grandmother. So, with that, I'm in the midst of we're still operating from the standpoint of um, we make sales off of Parshmark and Facebook Marketplace. I'm trying to lighten my load. Been doing pretty good with some Facebook Marketplace sales. But today I wanted to talk with you guys while I was in my storage unit because I have to get some things shipped and just have a candid conversation. So, what's been happening is that, yes, we were looking for places in the Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, and in New Jersey area. Um, Prices are very high. This business, which is a nonprofit, Runway Recycle, is a 501c3, self funded, meaning I used to financially fund this operation with my paychecks because I worked a corporate job. Um, I used to work at a company called Intuit and turn in my resignation, but then they asked me to stay on board because I was a specialized skill. And so they got the second in command person to sign off on keeping me on board because I have specialized skills. Hi, everyone that's joining. I appreciate you being here. I just want to give you an update on what's going on with mobilizing my nonprofit that used to have a storefront and tell you what's going on overall in general. This is a candid conversation, it's unscripted. Um, and I want to just be very transparent and answer any questions. I may not be able to see your questions live, but I will come back and answer any questions you may have. So, my nonprofit is Runway Recycle, and we promote sustainability in the fashion and wedding industry. With that, we're not operating off of grants or anything like that. So what we make off of clothing, shoes, and accessories, or when we do events, that's how we are self funded. I used to financially fund my business, which was a dream come true, where I used to use my paychecks from corporate America to fund this nonprofit. Now that I have transitioned out of corporate America and officially I will be done with corporate America because the company that I was working for no longer need my services as a specialized skilled. So I will be laid off and I would get a severance package. And so for that, my business has to make its own money because I can no longer fund it with my paychecks because I am not going to go back to corporate America in the same way. So my nonprofit is now because we were given a 30-day notice to transition from our storefront, which was in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, 6 months after our doors were open, we were given a notice, and it was right in the dead of the worst time of winter for us, where pretty much the whole area was shut down. But we needed to move out regardless. And so we did a turnover of our keys, gave it back to the landlord. And I must be honest with you, I have not yet seen my security deposit, which is a different conversation. And I'll update you on that, because I have formally submitted a demand letter to get my security deposit because it's been over 30 days. So today is April the 6th, 17th, I think. Yeah, the 17th. And I submitted my demand letter yesterday, demanding that I get my security deposit, because it's due. I left the place in pristine status, meaning actually I did improvements to the space, turned over the keys with no problems, paid my rent for the month of February that was prorated as per the requirement. And I should be in good standings because I didn't do anything and I should have gotten a security deposit back, returned to Runway Recycle for the space. That didn't happen. So now I'm giving a demand letter, gave a demand letter, and waiting for them to respond with my money, my refund, so that it can go back into Runway Recycle, so that we can continue to operate because we are self-funded, as I mentioned before. So that is what's going on. That was hot off the press. As of yesterday, I did get the demand letter because, of course, many of the merchants that was in that space that was also displaced, um, reached out and have confirmed that yes, they are starting construction with building apartments where our retail stores were. That's where most of the small businesses were. And so they are now starting the process to build apartments. Um, so that's where we are as of yesterday. And today I have some shipments that I needed to get out the door. I've already dropped off five packages, four from Parshmart sales, and also one from Facebook, because that's where we are now selling online. I just recently learned how to put products on Instagram. So I'm going to start doing sales on Instagram so that people can purchase there. So this is how I'm mobilizing our nonprofit. The nonprofit has to be self-funded until we're able to get a grantor. I've started writing grants, and I'm working with a grant writer right now to see if we can get some grants, because not only do we save clothes from landfills, we buy them, and the things that we get from donations, we pay it forward, we give it back to people, back to the community. Like right now, we're promoting prom gowns. Prom gowns. We're getting those in donations. I'll take you on my journey when I go pick up some on the 19th, at 2 o'clock. I may go live. Then again, I may just do a recording of it so that you can see me picking up some prom gowns that a church is doing an event on May 2nd. And part of them doing discounts for their ticket sales, they are asking that people donate their prom gowns or prom looks. Those prom looks will be free to any high schooler, or persons that are in school that goes to a prom or a formal gala. We will give those gowns free to those individuals. Um, for us, the way we operate, which is a little different than maybe like the Goodwills and the Salvation Armies or the Green Dots or other entities that sell every donation. We do not sell every one of our donations. We pay it forward. Sorry, I'm in the storage unit and it gets dark when there's no motion. So let me run over here and I'll be right back. Do my little wave of the arms and then I come back because when there's no movement in the storage unit, that's how it works. The lights turn off to conserve energy. Um, so that's where I am right now. So we are mobilizing. I have been getting donations from individuals that has been on my Facebook market, excuse me, on my Instagram, have been given donations. And I see that no one else is on here, which is fine. I'm still going to give an update. If someone is interested in learning more about us, please stay tuned and continue to watch us and subscribe and like our videos. I try to be a little bit more active, but I've been actually trying to get my footing because I thought I will always operate out of a storefront, but I'm not operating in a storefront. I'm operating mobile and in a storage unit because that's where all our stuff is. We are looking to, back to what I was stating, is most nonprofits, when you're dumping things in these little canisters, that's just donation, donation, donation. Thank you for not putting it in the landfill. So I'm grateful for that. However, what we do and what I pride myself in is paying it forward. If there's things that has been donated and they say, it's a donation, I go ahead and put it back, give it back to the public. I style it with other things, and just if I hear people's story, I do pay it forward. Those that give donations and say, "Hey, I'm donating this to help you raise funds." Sometimes I use those things and I will sell them, but those are when someone tells me. Otherwise, if no one says that to me, I pay it forward because I treat people and treat things that I acquire the way I think I would want to be treated, or do things the way I think should be done. If someone gives something free, it should be given back free. um that's how I operate, unless someone says, "Hey, use that to help yourself, help your company, help your business. I want to help in a way that raise funds." And so that's what I would do, is I'll put a dollar figure on it. I look online to see what the current prices are, and I'm usually significantly less than eBay, less than Parchmart, less than Depop, and all these other online platforms, because I do want to, just it get that item rehomed. I want to get it to someone that would truly appreciate it and not keep. I don't want to hog things and always try to make a profit. Yes, I need to pay my bills. Yes, I need to pay Runway Recycles bills to keep it afloat. But that's what I do right now. So today I'm sitting here because I have a wedding gown that someone purchased off of Parchmart. Um, I'm going to be packaging it up, and I wanted to go live to give you an update on what's been going on. If you've been following our journey, or if you're interested in learning about how to mobilize your business when your doors get closed unplanned, and doors meaning from a storefront or a brick and mortar. So as I mentioned, I do sell on Parchmart. I am actually a seller for Parchmart. Um, do sell for other sellers. I get bags like this and I sell for them. I help other sellers that's on Parchmart sell their items. But I have postponed selling, getting more inventory from Parchmark sellers, because I have my own inventory that I need to move and reduce my footprint, because I do plan to relocate. And relocate meaning I want to have places that I can travel. Um, and be light enough to keep my inventory with me and be able to ship and sell. And so I have a lot of work ahead of me. So that's what I'm doing. All sales from our assets, meaning our mannequins and our like even the mirrors, and like some of our things decor that we had in our store is up for sale. I am selling them on Facebook Marketplace, to to try to lighten my load so that whatever fits in the two vans that I have, that is Runway Recycles, which is my boutique on wheels. That is what I want to keep with me as my inventory. Um, let's see. Um, oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Roger. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, thanks. Actually, this is from a Parchmark seller. She makes jewelry, and so I support Parchmark sellers along the way. So thank you so much. These are from a Parchmark seller. So so today I've already dropped off, as I mentioned earlier, that I've dropped off four Parchmark packages and one Facebook Marketplace package, because um I am selling wedding dresses. I'm selling clothing, shoes, and things that I had in my store. I'm selling those so that you play. No, I don't play. No, I don't play any online games. One, I don't know how to, and two, I probably would fail at it because I'm not really. Um, uh, I don't have the tools and all that stuff except for my mobile device, and I really don't have time. But I may have to check into it. But I would say my stepson, he plays pop PG, no pop G, POG, or something like that. Oh, he's probably gonna kill me. But he plays online, and actually he's gotten monetized by playing online. And I know that I'm not consistent that way, but I'm pro supporter of online gaming, and I know there are some people that make a lot of money gaming, so keep up the good work if you are playing any of those games. So anywho, I wanted to pack up while I talk to you, and if there's any questions that you may have about my business or how it feels, I will say this for those of you that may be thinking about entrepreneurship. There's a lot of lessons learned, a lot of things that I've learned. If you are looking to become a reseller, I have a lot of information that I can share with you. And also, I can share with you about, I will have to ask him. I will ask him and I'll respond back. His screen name online is, hold on. Chozo. He goes Chozo. Yeah, he plays under Chozo YouTube, or YouTube Chozo, or something like that. But he plays. He's a regular gamer. He has like a lot of subscribers. I would say that. Um, and got he got monetized when he was 14 years old. Can I see him? He is in Philadelphia, doing his own thing. He actually has his own little side business that he does. He washes cars, he sells cars, and he also plays games. He does not want to work for corporate America. He's gotten a lot of lessons learned from, definitely from me, being in corporate America, and also from his father, who also has kicked corporate America away. I would say 2 decades ago. plus. I'm new to leaving corporate America. I've poured so much of myself into corporate America, and now I am making my way out of corporate America. So anywho, I'm gonna package up one of the wedding gowns that has been purchased. I actually debuted it. No, I didn't debut it. I actually showcased it during during the January 3rd and 4th, 2026 Pennsylvania Wedding and Bridal Expo. And so I someone expressed interest and bought it off Poshmark. So that is what I am going to package up while I am live. So stay tuned. Let's see. I play 15 star. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That is fan freaking tastic. Um, So this is one of the gowns that it's a vintage gown. I don't know if you guys can see it. It has sleeves. It's a vintage gown. It has a long, 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 long train. It is silk, and it was showcased during the more recent bridal and wedding expo. I never knew that after the bridal and wedding expo that I would have gotten my pink slip from a landlord, my eviction notice in a way. Um, I invested quite a bit of money to be a vendor in this expo. Oh, okay. Let's see. He plays. If you're gonna- Yeah, I may try with him. He has extra what you call them things. I forgot what it's called, but he also does it. He's mobile. He does it on his phones. I got him a keyboard. Got he got some really cool headsets with the microphone thing, and oh, and I got him some something for his hands, so he can have a better grip and be faster with it. So he has those little gloves that is for gaming and stuff. Do you have those things also? I may try with him and maybe go live so you can see him with me. But he's been in my boutique as well. He's helped me a few times. And when I was in the Morristown Mall, sometimes you would see him sitting up front. Oh, yes, a controller. I didn't know what it was called. I'm sorry. I'm not savvy in that area. I'm a techie, but not that kind of techie in the gaming space. But I appreciate you being on here, Roderick. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. I don't know how you found me, and I don't know if I hit the right keywords today, but I'm glad you're here to keep me company. So thank you. And also to the other person that's on here, which I don't know who you are because you haven't responded or written anything for me to know who you are and to acknowledge you. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you hanging out. So this is what I am doing. I am gonna package this gown up. Oh, and in my storage unit, I'll show you. I am surrounded by a whole bunch of boxes, mannequins, um, and a lot of my inventory. This was a rack and stuff like that. I have like mannequin parts all over the place. Oh, I have a funny story to tell you guys. So, we were driving back and forth. It was late at night, and he is 16 right now. Yeah, 16. Um, and we were driving the vans. It was late at night, and we got pulled over by the police. So, of course, your heart drops into your pit of your stomach. The police pull us over, and I wish I had my mannequin here, but I we got pulled over and oh, oh, you be careful since you're so young. Be careful being online and playing games. I will say that my background is in cybersecurity IT. So be careful when you're playing these games. Do not tell people your personal information and stuff like that. Because there are stranger dangers out there. So be careful while you're out there playing on games. Do not tell people your information, your personal information, because people are crazy out there. You never know um, what people do with information. So just be careful out there. I am in New Jersey, South Jersey, at my U-Haul right now. So that's where I am. And thank you for being here. But I want to finish telling you the story. So I got pulled over by the police. And it was late at night, right before we was getting ready to go back into, I think Pennsylvania, and we got pulled over by the police. And the police said license and registration, and I'm like scrambling in the glove compartment, and one a situation happened where I have lost track of everything because I never thought that I would be displaced in such a way that I have. Um, so I scramble. I'm looking online because my insurance, is online. So I had to get my mobile phone. I'm fumbling and everything. License, no problem. We give that. You have to show your registration, and come to find out, my registration was not printed. It was like a year old in my glove compartment. And oh, maybe you saw me online on his profile. I don't know, but anywho, what are you doing here? I Sikar, I hope I pronunciated your name correctly. What am I doing here? I am being live, being candid about my business being mobilized. And also, I'm in my storage unit because that's where I landed. I have approximately 10 lockers because I could not find a location fast enough to move in the dead of winter in February, because we got notice January 20th. Which was the worst snowstorm. You may look at some of my videos and you will see that it was mounds of snow all over the place, but I needed to come in to start packing up my store because I had 30 days and I had almost 6,800 square feet of space. A lot of inventory, a lot of assets in the back office, in the front. I needed to pack up and get it. And so, unfortunately, I could not um, move fast enough and get into a place, another storefront. So I'm here in a U-Haul, and that's where I landed. You saw, you saw, um, oh, you saw me. Hi. So anywho, back to the police. The police pulled us over, license registration. I found out that my registration was a year old, expired. I thought I paid it. I paid one of the two boutiques on wheels, my vans. I thought I paid for both of them, but anywho, I was given a warning because while I was in my glove compartment, I what the police officer saw was mannequin hands. So mannequin hands are in there, and the mannequin's hands was, look lifelike because this particular mannequin has been upcycled, and so it has nail polish, it has a skin tone which is more natural than the normal, whites or blacks like that. It has real, I'll show you because she's part of her is over here. Her skin tone is more, this is her legs. So as you can imagine, her hands were in the glove compartment because we was trying to protect it from us moving. And so, oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Um, so needless to say, her hands was in the glove compartment, and of course, as I open the glove compartment, that's what the police sees, and I'm like, oh, I can explain. And so, of course, he chuckled. He had a good sense of humor. And it was just an odd situation because we were in the midst of moving, and I had mannequin hands that looked like you know, dismantle somebody. And so, um, so he let us off with a warning to take care of the registration, which I did the next business day, to get the registration taken care of. And so that's some of the things that happens when your mind is just like, you're so busy with life and things that's happening, you lose sight of what is extremely important, especially in the United States. Um, okay, well, good luck and happy birthday to you. And remember what I told you, be safe out there while you're streaming and playing games. Don't talk to strangers. So anywho, that's what happened with the police, and we have taken care of the registration since that time. I haven't had any more issues. But I am um here, and I'm gonna pack up my one of the dresses here. I hope it doesn't make a lot of noise because I do have to put a box together. I tend to use boxes since I'm a seller on Poshmark. I order boxes. I used to use my own boxes and bags and stuff like that, but now with a seller, you're able to get the boxes. And so I get the U.S. Postal Service Ground Advantage shipping box, and so I put things in these boxes. And so not only just I put stuff in there, the things that they purchase, but I also try to make it feel like a real experience as if you've bought from my store. Because when you buy from my store, I usually, give you a bag. I give you, paper like this. I get, gift paper, and I give you the experience. You're not shopping at regular thrift store or a secondhand store, consignment store. I try to elevate the experience by, just packaging it up a little bit better, giving you, a bag where in what? Oh my God, help my son call 911. You call 911 instead of typing to me. Use your phone and call 911 immediately if you need some assistance. Because I can't help you from here. But you need to call 911 if you need some assistance and get off the live right now. You can come back to me and because it'll be recorded and it'll be safe. But get off the phone right now and call 911 if you need help. You're if you can also call 911 through your desktop too. I don't have enough information to give the police any information to help you. So go to your neighbor if you're living or staying someone, please contact 911 immediately. Okay. And if you're on a mobile device, you can call 911. Get off the YouTube right now and call 911 immediately. Okay. And if you're out somewhere, your GPS can help the police find where you are if you need some assistance. And you can call 911. Just just like you're typing, I'm sure there's numbers there. You can dial 911 and get some assistance, okay? Yep. So please get yourself some assistance. Because one of the things when you call 911, they're going to ask you, what's your emergency? I have no idea what your emergency is. The other thing they're going to ask you is where you're located. I don't know where you're located, and please don't tell me where you are right now. I need you to really take action. Call 911, give them your location. If you don't know where you are, hopefully your GPS is on. They will be able to find you. They will be able to, as long as your line is open, and please preserve your battery so that you can be found or get the assistance that you need. Okay. I'm grateful that you didn't get the upgrade yet. It's okay if you don't have the upgrade. 911 works on all phones, even the flip phone. It doesn't matter. Even if you have a brick phone. And I know that's before your time, but you can call 911 on your phone right now. If you get off of the YouTube right now, you can call 911. No one in your family has a phone? Well, how are you online? If you don't have a phone, are you on a desktop? On a desktop, you can still call. You're able to call because you're on the internet. On the internet, you're able to dial out. There's ways to do so. So make sure you get you some assistance, okay? I'm really concerned about you, but right now you really need to get some assistance and do it immediately. He's okay? Okay, good. I'm glad he's okay. You had me a little nervous, but I'm glad that you were able to get some assistance. Or he's okay and does not need emergency assistance. I'm grateful for that. Um, but I really would suggest to make sure instead of being on YouTube here with me, hanging out with me, and I appreciate you being here, but to make sure that the person that you're concerned about, including yourself, gets the assistance that you need. Okay. So right now I am gonna continue to package up my um, Parshmark sale as soon as I. And this one thing I don't like about tape. I wish they would make it a little bit easier for you to um, start the tape. Let me see who this is. Ready Post, I need you to do better. This is with the United States Postal Service. I need you to do better on making it easier to start the tape because it's not easy. And I have to always fill around to figure out where to start the tape. So, are there any other questions that you may have about business, getting into business? Even I personally, or this page is not monetized, so I can't really tell you how to get monetized. But I know my stepson got monetized by being consistent and doing a lot of shorts, and also he was consistent. He was pretty much online, and one of the things that his father told him, if he was going to be online, um what? Oh, I hope you're okay. You you got you got shot. I'm a little confused on who. I hope you are okay. And it's not. I hope your parents, since you're underage, I hope your parents are nearby and can assist you. because those are some serious statements there, that you've gotten shot. Someone uh, in your neighborhood um, got injured. I hope that the person is okay, um, and can get some assistance. Oh, and being at U-Haul, they're conserving energy. So sometimes I go, it gets dark in here because, oh, shoot. That's one thing. One of my pet peeves is this tape situation. I never could get it started right, and it always breaks off prematurely. Um, I'll just use what I have to reinforce what I have right now, but I really got to get this tape going. Um, do you have a phone? Yes, I have a phone, but that won't help you right now. You need a phone, or you need to have access to someone else's phone to get you any assistance that you um, may need. Oh, this is a mess. Oh. Does anyone have a technique on tape? Because I fail miserably, and I end up wasting so much tape um, trying to get it started and or keep it going. I usually end up cutting through some of the tape because it breaks. Um, and this is what I get for letting someone else use my tape, because I tried to use, I've already fought with that tape, and now I'm using a new tape, and now I am struggling. Um, so do you have a phone? Yes, I have a phone. My mom is 15 and my dad is 14. Okay, well, that sounds like you need to solicit their help to get you some assistance, and the math doesn't um, make sense to me on the ages of your parents and your age. But who am I to question that? Um, but I hope your parents can get you some assistance, um, because if someone is injured, they are the best ones that will be able to assist you until the police can get involved, or the rescue squad. Oh my God. Uh, yeah. So, anywho, I am going to continue to try to fight with this tape. I hope I win, because I need to get this package out the door ASAP. Um, and I hope you're okay, and your family and your will be okay. But if you have any tips on tape and starting tape, please let me know, because I end up wasting more money on tape because I cannot start it properly, and I definitely can't maintain it. Um, I don't know what the issue is, but I am going to get offline. But if you have any questions, and thank you for being here, happy birthday to you. And for anyone that needs any type of support from an emergency standpoint, please reach out to a local emergency, or always call 911. I am keeping my positive thoughts with you, and I wish you well. And I am going to fight with this tape a little longer so that I can try to get this Poshmark package out the door. Thank you for being here and have a wonderful day and take care.